Hello everyone, welcome to 10 Minute Tasting on Periscope. I'm Adam Hanover, store manager at Rose Wharf, downtown Boston, with my district manager, Rory Dugan. Rory, hello.
Hello, hi everyone.
While we're waiting for a few more people to sign on, we will just give you a little bit of intro. We're tasting Casi Cielo today. This is 2016 version Casi Cielo. It launches on January 5th. This is one of Rory's favorite coffees, also one of my favorite coffees, so we're pretty excited to be tasting it with you guys today. In the interest of time, might as well get started. So for anyone who joins late, this will be available on YouTube afterwards. If you are joining us live and you'd like to chat in with us, feel free to type into the chat box. We love to engage with you, have a little bit of conversation, answer some questions. If you are watching the non-live syndicated version on YouTube, feel free to send in your comments and questions right into the comment box. I do check my comments. I would love to engage with anyone around coffee. So that said, Rory, why don't you introduce us to Casi Cielo, and let's have a nice tasting.
I would love to, Adam. First, thank you so much for having me today.
Of course.
And I'm so thrilled to be able to share one of my favorite coffees with you guys. So we all wait every year, once the holidays start wrapping up, we get that shipment, that first shipment of Casi Cielo in to really get us excited about the winter and what winter has to offer here at Starbucks. Let's dig right into it. So let's take our first sniff of the aroma.
It's got such a fantastic aroma.
It does. What I love about the Casi Cielo is really just that the floral notes that you pick up in the aroma, which really I think it's one of the key factors that differentiate it from just our Guatemala Antigua.
Yeah.
And really makes it special.
The refined scents that I pick up off of the Casi Cielo really makes this probably the closest to a reserve coffee of our non-reserve seasonal blends. It's just, I would stack this up next to any coffee that we sell, reserve, non-reserve, roastery exclusive, any type of coffee that we have. This is definitely one to stack up right next to it.
Absolutely. I think, so for those of you that aren't familiar with the history of Casi Cielo, it was actually developed in 2003 to be showcased and featured in some fine dining restaurants in Seattle. So we worked collaboratively with the chefs, and we really wanted to take the opportunity to highlight the best of what coffee has to offer. So the beans in our Casi Cielo are only grown on 4 farms found in Guatemala, Antigua, and they're really known to be very well refined. And really unique and special. So it's kind of like the accessible reserve, I guess, right?
Yes.
So, all right. So why don't we go ahead and slurp?
It's wonderful.
It really is.
Yeah, I locate a lot kind of down the sides of my tongue. There's supposed to be a lemony acidity, and for those of you that may be novices at coffee tastings, this is one of those coffees that you really can understand what we mean by an acidity having a flavor itself. That type of citrusy acidity that I catch down the sides of my tongue kind of dances across the palate, lingers a little bit, just enough to kind of really give you an understanding of what that flavor actually is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice combination of that, the brightness from the acidity with that sort of dark cocoa flavor as well, which is just really elegant. And you can see how this would pair really well with different dessert options, in the restaurants when it first came out, and why it was so popular that we decided to bring it into our stores in 2005.
So Rory, where do you catch it on your tongue?
Really, for me, it's the sides and a little bit on the front as well. And it's really that acidity. That's what you feel there.
That was actually, that's a great description. Catching it towards the front, I think, is significant this year. I think it's a lot lighter of a roast than it was last year. At least it feels like it to me. I usually catch it more towards the middle of my tongue and on the sides. Today I'm catching it a little bit towards the front. And I'm really enjoying this a little bit lighter flavor from the Casi Cielo this year. You can actually pick out the flavors of the farm a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and as far as the flavors go, I can personally say that some of the complementary flavors for Casi Cielo, I could really pick out just in the coffee itself without having to have the pairing with it. The caramel flavors that you're supposed to get, that sweetness lingers on your palate. As I already mentioned, the lemony acidity, you catch that citrus on the sides of your tongue. And for me, the mouthfeel is very chocolatey and smooth. I get a lot of that dark cocoa flavor. so phenomenal in the mouthfeel of this coffee.
And one of the really great things about Casi Cielo as well is it performs so well in a variety of different brew methods. So it's a great brew cup of coffee. It's a great French press. It's also, as a single origin, it's excellent on the clover. It's also really, really good as a shot of espresso. So for those of you that brew it at home, it's definitely something to think about. And it's really designed to do well in all different brewing methods. It's very versatile and refined coffee.
It's an interesting point about having Casi Cielo as a shot of espresso. A lot of people don't know kind of how we formulate our espresso roast at Starbucks to kind of make it stand up with the milk that we put in our lattes and cappuccinos. But having some acidity to a bean is really important for a shot of espresso, which is why a lot of coffee shops have Latin American espresso. If you go to our Starbucks Reserve bar at Harvard Yard, or if you make it out to the roastery, you can have a shot of espresso that's one of our single origin Latin American coffees. I believe right now Harvard has Nicaragua.
Last time I was there, yes, that's what they were serving. It was phenomenal. It was so great.
Yeah. I would love to be able to have a chance to get up to the Reserve bar soon on Periscope to be able to share that tasting with you guys. I would love to try some Nicaragua espresso just to be able to share those flavors. So Rory, anything else you'd like to add about the Casi Cielo before we move on and chat?
Well, before we move on and chat, I did actually want to capture my notes for the Casi Cielo on my new digital coffee passport. So I don't know if everyone got a chance to see that yet this week, but you are able to access, there are some nice directions on the hub as to how we can pull it up. And I can sign right in, and we have the option with the new digital passport to attach a picture. So I'm just going to capture my notes on the coffee from what we talked about today. It's really fun. Just go to search right through, pull up my Casi Cielo. You can see it's already highlighted in purple because I've already tasted it. So I applied my stamp by putting my notes in, and I just want to add a picture of us doing, this is a big deal for me being invited on this tasting, so I'm just going to add a quick picture of Adam and I as we're doing this right now. Ready? Can I get a smile? All right, there we go. Thank you, Adam.
You got it.
So I hope you guys are having fun with this. I don't know if anyone else has gotten a chance to use it, but it's been really great and really fun so far.
Rory, I know you've been a partner for a really long time. How many years for you now?
A lot.
Fair enough. Never ask a lady her age.
Yeah, no. I guess it's about 20 years actually that I've been with Starbucks. So, yeah, and every day is a new challenge and so much fun. So I certainly haven't been bored at all.
Absolutely.
And I'm always so excited about what we're doing, both in our stores and as just a member of our global society. So really proud of this company.
Well, I could say I'm going on almost 8 now, about 7.5, and this new coffee passport feature's got to be a game changer for both of us. I can't tell you how many paper copies of the passport I have floating around my apartment somewhere. Find them in my sock drawer, find them in my nightstand. I'm sure Rory has plenty of copies of the passport as well. This new digital passport is a total game changer, not just for us, but for this whole company. See, we got a couple of comments up here saying that they got to try this new feature. Guys, creating memories around coffee is the easiest way to remember the flavor of that coffee and be able to share those stories. You take a picture of your coffee tasting with the person you're tasting it with, being able to share those memories and keep that in your digital passport and be able to bring that with you, that's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this passport. I've already used it a couple of times. I can't wait to fill it up with all the reserve coffees and all the seasonals too. So this is going to be really exciting.
Absolutely. That's what makes it so fun. It really takes that connection over coffee just one step further for us, which is really exciting. And to just be able to keep it going up forever and ever and ever in the digital format is great. And for me, I always have a couple passports running, so like I don't leave home without this. So knowing I'll always have that same passport with me is really good.
And for those of you who haven't tried it, part of the Winter 1 promotional training that we will be going through over the next few weeks involves tasting the Casi Cielo and sharing it in your digital passport. So you will have a chance to do this over the next few weeks. For those of you joining us today, congratulations. You've already gotten part of your promotional training out of the way. So you will get a chance to try this new feature, and that's going to be really exciting. Now, speaking of Winter 1, Rory and I are excited to kind of talk about some of the Winter 1 promotional stuff with you today. I know I brought onto the call today this little guy. It looks like a cream cup. But Rory, what's this for?
Very exciting. So this is our new pitcher for our latte macchiato. So to really just get that perfect pour of the espresso through the foamed milk, we have this great new pitcher in. So they're just starting to come in. Today's the first day that I've seen them in stores. So partners are really excited to get their hands on them as they start their Winter 1 training.
If you've not looked up the recipe cards for the latte macchiato yet, this is a game changer in a very similar way to the way that the flat white was a game changer. This is not a drink that you can quick pour and be done with it right off the bat. This is going to elevate the espresso experience in our stores the same way that the flat white did last year, and the way that we hope to carry on every year in the future. The latte macchiato is going to be built upside down, just like a caramel macchiato is, except instead of pulling your shots into shot glasses and pouring it right through the milk, your shots are going to go right into here. You see we've got a little dipper on the top here. You're going to slow pour your espresso into the drink. You're going to take 10 seconds pouring your espresso into the drink. It's going to give you time to connect with the customer, share some customer connections, let them experience the high quality of coffee that we share in our stores. And I'm really looking forward to trying the latte macchiato when it comes out.
Me too. Maybe we can make one today, Adam.
Let's share one after we're done on Periscope.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, Rory, in the few seconds that we have left, I just want to say thank you for joining. Those of you watching, again, thank you for joining. If you joined us late, this will be available on YouTube within the next 24 hours. Feel free to leave comments, questions, suggestions, and I will get back to you, and I can share those comments and questions with Rory, and we can make sure we respond. And again, if you're interested in ever being part of one of these Periscope tastings, you'd like to sit down with me, have a cup of coffee, and chat over social media, I would love to have you. Feel free to reach out to me at Sombra de Adam on Twitter, at Rory Dugan on Twitter. Everyone have a wonderful holiday. Rory, would you like to?
No, thank you so much for having me, Adam. It was really exciting. I hope I get invited back sometime.
Of course.
I just want to say thank you to all the partners out there still working so hard to wrap up this holiday season. And I hope you guys are having a lot of fun out there in the stores. And thank you.
Happy Tuesday, everyone.